Welcome to the President's Diary, where we take a look at His Excellency Dr. Mohamed Irfaan Ali's week of activities. His Excellency started his week by engaging fisherfolk on the western coast of Demerara. President Ali took time out of his busy schedule to have conversations with the fisherfolk at Lenora. The assets of the fishermen have grown significantly as they have moved from owning 8 boats to 24 boats in the last 3 years. Former head of the Presidential Secretariat and former Cabinet Secretary, the late Dr. Roger Luncheon, was on Tuesday celebrated as a key figure in Guyana's economic and political development. These sentiments were expressed during his funeral proceedings at the Arthur Chung Conference Center, Liliendal.
He was a man for all seasons, a versatile individual with a soft, caring heart and a gift for human kindness. Blessed with a brilliant intellect, he was a consummate professional, dedicated to exceptional standards of public service. As a politician, he was a shrewd strategist and a paragon of loyalty to his party and government.
He described Dr. Luncheon as a confident individual who effectively executed tasks and was uncompromising in his adherence to collective responsibility.
He was more than a colleague to me. He was a mentor. I relied upon and trusted his wise and considerate counsel. I appreciated the time and effort he invested in nurturing my political career.
President Dr. Mohamed Irfaan Ali has urged the Guyanese to improve their attitude towards work and to commit themselves to improving the nation. He made the appeal during the opening ceremony of the Guyana Agricultural and General Workers Union 22nd Delegates Congress, which was held at the Arthur Chung Conference Center.
It requires hard work. It requires changing mindset. It requires building our competitive ability. It requires building the capacity and capability of our workforce. It requires a diversification of skills within the workforce. It requires the coming together of our people under the umbrella of a common vision that will drive this country and uplift this country.
He reiterated government's commitment of a progressive working class.
We are friends in the good times and the bad times. We are your brothers and comrades, workers.
President Dr. Irfaan Ali met with the president of LG for Central America and the Caribbean, Mahendra Budu, and a team from the South Korean tech conglomerate. Discussions focused on the company's plan to participate in this year's International Building Expo and on business opportunities that are currently available in Guyana. His Excellency also responded to the apology from the Gladstone family for the role they played in the slave trade in Guyana.
I welcome the progeny of John Gladstone for their apology. Acknowledgement and apology are first steps in the process of reparative justice. The apology is implicitly an acknowledgement of the cruel nature of African enslavement and indentureship in Guyana, and an act of contrition that paves the way for justice. The apology offered by the descendants of John Gladstone underscores their willingness to confront their family's dark past and to acknowledge the immense pain, suffering, and indignities inflicted upon innocent persons through their family's actions.
Dr. Irfaan Ali also opened the 2023 Building Expo, which is hosting over 300 local and international exhibitors that are capitalizing on the country's growing demand in the construction sector and the accompanying support sectors. He assured the Guyanese that everyone will get the opportunity to own homes.
I want to assure you that we are going to make the necessary investment to ensure that every Guyanese desirous of owning their own home will have the opportunity under a People's Progressive Party civic government to own their own home. And I want you to know also that the low-income house lots that we allocate are allocated at a subsidy of almost 97%. And the lower middle income is subsidized by almost 75%. And the middle income and young professional are subsidized by at least 65%. So when you get a house lot for $300,000 and you go to a valuation officer or you go to the bank, immediately the net transferable value is sometimes $1.5 million.
President Ali reminded that not only home ownership government is targeting, he affirmed that Guyanese are receiving a plethora of opportunities to ensure they have a prosperous future.
Every young person who wants to be a nurse today, the government has given you an open check. Just register, we'll pay for the training, and then we'll employ you afterwards.
The Dr. Roger Luncheon National Intelligence and Security Agency building was inaugurated by President Dr. Irfaan Ali. The building was named in honor of the late Dr. Roger Luncheon, who played a key role in the development of Guyana's national security.
So Dr. Luncheon has left an indelible footprint on our nation's security architecture. It therefore is fitting that a National Intelligence and Security Agency building should be named in his honor. In so doing, we're not only paying homage to a man of exceptional caliber, but also associating his legacy with the important work of protecting our motherland.
Let's take a look now at the events of the president at the end of the week.
So it gives a nice different option from a brick and mortar option to a nice eco-friendly, environmentally uplifting venues.
That was the President's Diary, where we took a look at His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfaan Ali's week of activities. Thank you for watching, and do join us again next week.